I had a little stone tablet that when I was younger, I'd love to create little stories. I'd love to create these little fantasy worlds where I'd have characters who were accountants and they worked in retail and they ran successful, storefronts, those sorts of things. People go on walks with their dogs on weekends to the beach. Like that sort of stories, fantasy stories. And they talked about, equity and high interest loans. So when I was younger, I used to write these fantasy stories. And I would save them after scrying them down onto my magic mirror. I would save them onto for ease of reference, let's just call it a floppy disk. I'd save them to the floppy disk. The floppy tablet. And so I remember one day loading up my little story that I had written from my flexible enchanted tablet, yes? And my story was different. It had been changed by some malicious bad actor. My older brother had taken my flexible enchanted tablet, and at first I thought it was evil wizards who might have done it. But no, I realized it was my brother, because when I opened up the story, all of the character names had been replaced. It's no longer John Smith, it was Poo Poo Pee Pee. And he was no longer working with taxes. He was working with farts. And he was no longer taking his dog to the beach for the weekend. He was taking his big poo for a walk by the poo beach. So everything had been changed. She's about to cry and you're laughing. This is my trauma. An artist misunderstood his time. His time? What about me? I was the one who was creating gold. I was creating the best fantastical story to rival any work. And then my genius was twisted and erased. His story's better. I'm talking about it 30 years later. Not that long.